Once we have an Mvision box here that's being connected to the satellite dish and the aerial, we have a choice there. We can do an auto scan on it, or we have another option where we can use a USB key similar to this one. It slots into the back of the satellite box, and the two options this can be used for is, number one, we can take the information off the satellite receiver or off the Mvision receiver and put it onto the USB port, or we can take information from the USB port and put it onto the stick. So I'm actually going to do both here now. So I'm just going to start off and show you what channels are available on this particular thing. Right now we have a total of about 94 channels, okay? So what I do here now is I will come along and I'll hit the menu button and I'll exit over as far as the USB here. We can see this is an option. So what I do is I'm just going to flick over this box here, and there's a USB port here. And what I'll do is I'll simply slap my USB ticket in here. It's inside the accessory menu here, and I'll simply come along and I'll have it here. So caution is needed in this section because it's the procedure for downloading information from the box onto the USB port, or from the USB port onto the stick, onto the box, is almost identical, but they obviously have very, very different consequences here. So as I come down here, the first thing is to upload channel data to the USB stick. So once I go in here, I'll simply hit the green button here to save the data. So hit the green button, and it asks me what do I want to save, and channel data is all I want to save, because anything additional to that is you know, it's just delaying the process, and it's only the channel information I'm really interested in. So I say OK, and then it says waiting, and it saved the file down to a file called stb.db.udb. Okay, so now if I come along really to test my theory, I'll exit out of here and I'll come back to the channel list, and I'll simply go in here and I'm going to wipe the entire satellite box. Okay. And I'll do this quickly by just choosing the delete option here, the entire satellite, select that satellite, and I'll come there and I'll do the same for the aerials. And now I'll simply hit delete, which is the blue button, and now everything is gone. And I hit exit out. You want to save changes? Yes, they're saving the changes, and they get out. And if I go now to go exit, they're just told there's no channels. So now I'll make my way back over to the channel, over to the accessories. I'll choose the USB port, and now I'm given the option of how to upload the information off the USB stick into the thing. So I'll come over anyway, and I will say I've just selected the file that I know the information that have been stored on, and it says, do you want to download the new database? And I'll say yes, I do. And I come along, it's working through 34-51%, and quite quickly, you know, it takes probably in the region of about 9 seconds to download the entire thing. Okay, so all the information off the USB port has now been unloaded onto the box, and if I come along here now and go OK, all the information that we copied earlier onto the USB stick and then wiped off the box is now back on the box. So you can see it's a very, very quick way of programming satellite boxes. Another huge advantage of it over using either auto scan, which is a very slow process, or an RS232 cable, which will do exactly the same job. But the USB RS232 cable takes about 4 to 5 minutes. Also, you need a master and a slave box, where with this particular process, you just need the USB key. The one thing I'll say in a word of warning on this is be very careful with the USB key. Don't pull it out when it's being used, otherwise you can damage both the USB key and the information that's stored on it.